Now, there's a very fascinating book called Way of a Pilgrim. I'm sure a number of you have read it, and those of you who have not read it, I recommend it because it's a beautiful book, a story of a Russian peasant who took on the Bible verse of pray without ceasing. What does that mean? Trying to find a meaning to it, and he was finally given by a starets, a guru, essentially, in the Russian Orthodox tradition, given the repetition of the Jesus prayer, Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy upon me. And this simple man who couldn't even read just repeated this mantra, really, which is what a Jesus prayer is, over and over again, until it became just so much a part of him that he went to sleep with it. It was going all night while he was asleep. He woke up in the morning with it. He didn't have to repeat it anymore because it was repeating itself over and over again. And he was just in such bliss. He didn't want to do anything that interrupted his awareness of this divine presence inside of him. And so at the end of this book, there's a portion called The Pilgrim Continues His Way, when he's being interviewed by some higher-ups in the church, trying to kind of get down his story so that this book could happen eventually. And one of them asks, but what about very mental tasks? I mean, how can you possibly keep God in mind when you're doing something that's very, very demanding of the mind? And the answer was very interesting. The answer was, imagine that you're in front of a great king, and the king commands you to write a very scholarly treatise, and you're to do it sitting right in front of the king. Would you not constantly be aware of the king's presence, even while you were doing that very mentally demanding task? And that was a very good answer, because we are in the constant presence of the King. And there's no getting away from it, and there's no wanting to get away from it, because it is the presence that is going to take us out of the whole show.